Bible Cover Final Reflection by Gabriel Salazar. Hello, my name is Gabriel, and I will be discussing my Bible Cover Final Reflection. The class is Bible as Literature, Period 6. My teacher is T. Rod. Let's get right into it. The Pentateuch. Exodus 3:2. There, the angel of the Lord appeared to him as fire flaming out of a bush. Moses encounters God in the form of a burning bush that was not consumed by the flames. It's a miraculous event. A bush burning, but it has not been indulged in these flames. It's still standing. This event is so significant because it marks the beginning of Moses' journey with God. This is the first time he meets God and speaks to God. He will then later on free his people from slavery. The historical books. 2 Samuel 6:17. They brought in the ark of the Lord and set it in his place within the tent which David had pitched for it. Then David offered burnt offerings and communion offerings before the Lord. The Ark in the Covenant was placed in a tent, which was prepared by David, symbolizing God's presence among his people. David celebrated this sacred moment with offerings to honor the Lord. The Wisdom Books. Job 33:1-41. This was a long passage, so I just chose one verse that really represented my Bible cover. Starting with, "Then the Lord answered Job out of the storm and said." So this basically means that God spoke to Job through the clouds, a storm that was summoned by him above Job, and that also showed his creations, even the Leviathan. Through a series of questions, God revealed his sovereignty and wisdom beyond human understanding. Job could not comprehend what God's power was, so therefore, he became a loyal subject and devoted his life to God, and never once questioned why God was punishing him or putting him through the struggle. The prophetic books. Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand at my guard post and station myself upon the rampart. I will keep watch to see what he will say to me and what answer he will give to my complaint. The prophet describes his decision to wait and watch for God's response to his questions. He compares himself to a watchman standing guard on a tower, staying alert and focused. This shows his dedication towards his faith in God. This is similar to when you and your friends say, "Let's go meet up here and have a cup of coffee." You go and wait at the coffee shop and wait for your friend. This is the relationship him and God have. The Gospel. Matthew 2:4. Assembling all the chief priests and the scribes of the people, he inquired of them where the Messiah was to be born. King Herod, scared that he would no longer be king, went to find where the Messiah was. King Herod wants to kill all the newborn babies so he can be king forever. He doesn't want anybody to challenge him, so that's why he gathers the smartest people in the land to figure out where this Messiah is prophesied to be born. This is where Mary and Joseph go to have their baby, because no hotel is open to having them, so they have to have him in a barn, which is right under the northern star where he is to be located. Acts of the Apostle. Acts 27:1. When it was decided that we should sail to Italy, they handed Paul and some other prisoners over to a centurion named Julius of the cohort Augusta. Paul, as a prisoner, was assigned to a Roman centurion for transport to Italy. This marks the beginning of his journey by sea to Rome. Letters. I, Paul, Corinthians 16:21. I, Paul, write you this greeting in my own hand. So this is very significant because Paul makes a point to personally write the closing letter. Usually, closing letters are written by scribes or people lower. This was a common practice in this time to show authenticity, to show that he really cared. Books of Revelation. Revelations 8:6. The 7 angels who were holding the 7 trumpets prepared to blow them. The 7 angels prepared to sound their trumpets, signaling the power of God's judgment. Each trumpet blast introduces a moment of divine intervention or warning. And thank you. My name is Gabriel Salazar, and this is the end of my Bible book cover. Thank you, and have an amazing winter break. See you later.